There are multiple magical creatures that exist in Harry Potter novel, but only few of them are able to make it to the big screen. And in this video, I'm gonna talk about 5 Harry Potter creatures like this, and will explain about their history, appearance, habits, and power, etc. So without wasting any moment, let's begin the video. Number 1. Acromanchula. We all have encountered an Acromanchula named Aragog in the movie Chamber of Secrets. Acromanchulas has 8 eyes and all covered in thick black hair. And on average, Acromanchulas are the size of a cart horse and they could grow up to 15 feet in leg span. And if talk about the reproduction of Acromanchula, the female was usually larger than the male and could lay up to 100 soft white beach ball sized eggs at a time. And all eggs usually hatched in 6 to 8 weeks. And all Acromanchulas are tended to reside in thick jungle and heavily forested area, and their webs are large and dome-shaped, and their fangs contain highly toxic venom, and value of this venom is over 100 galleons in the wizarding world. So now you understand why Slughorn took the sample. Number 2. Basilisk. The basilisk is a giant serpent, also known as king of serpents. He's a deadly, dangerous, venomous giant snake who is usually bred by dark wizards, and the very first dark wizard to breed a basilisk was Harpo the Fowl. Harpo accomplished this by hatching a chicken egg beneath a toad, which resulted into the creature known as the basilisk. Basilisk has yellow eyes, and when a live victim looked directly into the basilisk's eyes, it resulted in instant death. Although looking at the eyes of basilisk indirectly will not kill the victim but instantly petrified the victim. Plus, basilisk venom was extremely poisonous substance that only had one known antidote, which is phoenix tears. Basilisk venom is so powerful that it could kill a person within a minute. Number 3. Bogarts. The Bogarts are an immortal shaped shifting non-beings that took on the form of its observer's worst fear, and because of their shape-shifting ability, no one knew what a Bogart looked like when it was alone. Whenever someone encountered the Bogart, it changes shape instantly. The only charm that repels a Bogart is ridiculous, and it requires force of mind. The thing that really finishes a Bogart is laughter. Only thing you need to do is force it to assume a shape that you find amusing. And if we talk about Bogarts living places, they particularly fond of inhabiting dark, confined spaces such as in wardrobes, the gap beneath beds and cupboards, under sinks and desks. And Bogarts also liked shadowy corners because on at least one occasion a Bogart was found hiding in a grandfather's clock. There are 3 most famous Bogarts of all time in the wizarding world, and those are Bludgeoning Bogart of Old London Town, the second is Old Bogle of Canterbury, and the third one is Screaming Bogey of Strathclyde. And back in late 19th century, there was an old cupboard in a room in Hogwarts Castle containing a powerful Bogart that 5 professors had to defeat. They were barely able to repel it as it shifted between various forms, including a werewolf, tornado, a plate of haggis, a Hungarian horntail, and someone's mother-in-law. Number 4. Centaur. The centaurs are magical creatures whose head, torso, and arms appear to be a human and lower body is of the horse. Centaurs, however, is an individual species and thus were not half-breeds. Centaurs doesn't use wands to perform magic, thus they have healing magic, divination, and astronomy. Plus, they are naturally talented in archery and have sharp human intelligence. And there are 6 famous known centaurs from the book, and those are Ban, Frenzy, Megorian, Magnus, Ronan, and Torvus. The centaurs are forest dwelling, and in each country where colonies existed, the wizarding authority had set aside land exclusively for their use. For example, one such colony existed in the Forbidden Forest at Hogwarts School, where Harry met one of the centaur called Frenzy. And centaurs had their own method of concealment and avoided contact with wizards. Centaurs generally lived in herds of 10 to 15 individuals. Number 5. Dementor. The Dementors are widely considered to be one of the foulest of the dark creatures to inhabit in wizarding world. Dementors literally fed on human happiness and turned the victim's feeling into depression and despair. Plus, they can also consume a person's soul. Dementors were closely associated with Azkaban, as Azkaban was the only place in the wizarding world where Dementors were allowed to inhabit as the Azkaban's prisoner guards. Dementors had a human their shape. Their height is approximately 12 feet and covered in long robes and hooded cloaks of ribbed black cloth. Their skin is grey and slimy that looks like a decomposing corpse. They seem to exude an aura of cold. Dementors completely appear as a foul mist. Dementors seem to suck all the light, sounds, and happiness, and they are sentient enough to taste and sense fear. And Dementors are not completely brainless. They could understand and follow at least simple instructions, which allowed Dementors to act as a bodyguard to Azkaban and also to smart enough to obey the orders to bury dead prisoners in the prisoner grounds. Dementors could also communicate the wizards as they informed the ministry in 1993 about Sirius Black's sleep-talking habit. Dementors are blind, they only sense fear and sorrows, and they fed on the positive emotions of human beings in order to survive. The presence of a Dementor will change the atmosphere into cold and depressed surrounding. The only way to be escape from the Dementors is to cast the Patronus charm by remembering the happiest memories of your life. And that being said, our videos end here. I hope you liked this video, and these were the 5 creatures that made it to the big screen. And don't worry, the next part of this video is coming very soon, so stay tuned and subscribe to this channel if you're new here, because I keep bringing Harry Potter stuff like this now regularly. And now see you in the next one. Till then, take care, goodbye, and stay away from the muggles.